this is really funny because I'm sat here on Ganavan Beach, and I've just been reading a book. I slept in my car last night and I'm really frazzled. You can see I never look well, do I? But I actually feel well. Since I've got here, I've been going to the juice bar every single day, and I've made some friends there. You know, when people go into the juice bar, they go for a chat. So it's not like a normal cafe where people go in and just keep themselves to themselves. If you go in there, you get called to a table. So I've become really more sociable. But anyway, long story short, I slept in the car last night because I thought, I'm not spending £85 a night on a room. It's too much. I need somewhere to settle down and just be. I've just done a vlog. I'm not putting it on now because I've just literally had a phone call as I was doing it. So I've booked in for 2 nights into a guest house now, and the intention was I was going to go back with Paul, because I thought, I've done all I can do. I've advertised myself. I've put myself out there. I've been speaking to people and really putting myself forward for jobs and things like that. So I've done everything I can do. So I thought, you can't just keep spending that every night, and you can't sleep in the car, because I don't sleep in the car, I just rest in it. But so I was thinking, tomorrow I was going to go to the housing for help with housing, but I know they won't help me because I don't have local connections and stuff. So I was going to ask Paul to pick me up on Tuesday and go back with him. But this is so exciting, considering how hard it is in Oban. And the reason I'm saying how hard it is in Oban is because of this. I have met quite a few people who've come from outside thinking, I'm going to go and live in Oban because it's an exclusive place. It is not a standard town. It isn't. I call it the Silver Coast because it's full of elderly people, so it's more an older generation. But they generally do have money as well. So there is a feeling in Oban of wealth, and you get people from all over the world coming here for holidays and travelling. So it's a place where you get a lot of wealth, a lot of yachts coming and stuff like that. So a lot of people like me think, oh, I'm just going to go and live there and I'll get somewhere to live and I'll get a job. But the reality is, it is very, very difficult to get both. Very difficult. And when I was in the juice bar last night, a guy came in and he tells me he's from Shetland. And he moved to Oban 3 years ago. And he said he had to live in the backpackers for 3 weeks at a time. And then spend a week sleeping rough or going somewhere else, and then going back for 3 weeks at a time. And he did that until he got a job, and then he got accommodation later on. But everybody I've spoken to has said the struggle is real. So it's not, you would say it's not feasible for me to come here and within 1 week get somewhere to live. But I've just had a phone call. I'm excited. I applied for a room share in a flat, and it's £85 a week, and that includes all the bills. And I'd phoned the lady up, and this was on Saturday, and she said, oh, I've got somebody coming to view the room at 2:30 today. If they don't want it, I'll phone you back. So that was yesterday, and to be honest, I thought, well, I obviously haven't got it, have I? Because she didn't phone me back. But she just phoned me now and said that the room is available as of next Monday, and it's mine. And it's a double room as well, not the single. So that's £85 a week. It includes Wi-Fi, bathroom, use of kitchen, in a shared flat. And I think there's 2 people live there. And it's in Oban. So I can stay in Oban. Oh, I'm excited. So all I've got to do is get through the week. I've got 1 more week to just survive being here. The good thing is now, I can now literally look for any job, because what I was trying to do is find jobs with accommodation, and now I've got accommodation lined up for it's Sunday now, so 7-8 days. In 8 days I've got accommodation, and I can have it short term or long term as well. So then I can do any job. They're advertising at Tesco's. They've got a Marks and Spencer's opening, don't know when, but they're advertising for work there. They've got a new travel lodge opening next year, but that'll be too late by then. They've got a job advertised right now in the Royal Hotel for housekeepers, so now I can apply for that as well. And I've put my adverts up in the shops, so at some point the job will come as well. So because I've got accommodation lined up, I now don't have to worry about a job being part-time or whatever. I could have 2-3 part-time jobs. So I'm over the moon because it means I get to stay in Oban. So my challenge to myself was to break free from my old life and start a new one with a wing and a prayer, basically. And it's paid off. So that is 50% of the way there. Because I'm halfway there now with the accommodation, all I have to do now is get the job. And all I have to do is do any job until January. And that is when I can then apply for living jobs. And that is when I'll start making big money. By then, I will have lost loads of weight. Because I know that I have turned my life around. I'll have lost loads of weight. I'll be fit, active, and desirable to an employer. So there's no reason at all why this isn't going to work. But it's funny, when I was doing the vlog that I'm not putting on, I was just sat there saying, now what do I do? I've done all I can, and I'm proud of myself because I've pushed myself beyond my own boundaries. I'm walking around looking like a tramp, and I'm a fat cow, a real fat cow. But despite what I look like and what I feel like, I have gone in the busiest places and just walked straight up to people and talked to them and pushed right across all the boundaries that I'd put up around myself. So I'm really proud that I even came here on my own, because it's scary when you've locked yourself in a room for a full year and sat in a darkened room by yourself and don't want to speak to no one. To go from that to walking up to people and negotiating with them and saying, have you got any jobs, and what about this and that, and daring to apply for 5-star jobs knowing that you've no chance in hell. I mean, that one is funny. To go for a 5-star job, they're looking for 5-star looking people to go with it. And you could say, well, that's prejudice, but it's understandable as well, because they've got the best hotel in town and they want the best looking staff. And I turn up there, middle-aged, overweight, looking like a frump, because I don't even have any nice clothes. And then I come out of there and meet the other staff, and they're all like size 6 and 20 years old, you know, and I can't compete. So what I need is someone who's looking for a motherly type. Somebody who wants someone who's got the experience but don't care that you're fat, you know. So it's probably going to end up being a greasy spoon calf. But no, I'm sure something's going to come, and I'm feeling really confident now. And just as I was about to, in fact, I even did ring Paul this morning. In fact, I've texted him to say, I think you should come and pick me up on Tuesday, because no's happened here. I've done all I can do now. All I can do is come back and carry on job searching. But in view of the fact that this girl has now offered me a room, what I think I might do on Tuesday is take up Watson's offer and go back to Ling and have a free week with my friend, and just enjoy a free holiday and keep looking for work and just wait for the room to be free. And then once I've got my room and a job, the job will pay for the room. I get to stay here. And there's somebody walking out the car. So yeah, I get to stay here and I get to enjoy being in the place that I love the most. And because I've already made friends now and I'm making more friends, I'll just carry on making friends. And these places, it's called the Rockfield Centre. I used to go there when I lived here before, so I'm going to go there and join in with things because they have activities and stuff. So this is a great start, and I'm really proud that I've stayed and stuck this out. If I have to spend the rest of the week in the car, it doesn't matter now because the end is nigh. I can see that I've got a home as of next Monday, so it doesn't matter if I sleep rough for a week because I know that I've got a home next Monday. So that's great news. So a long waffle as usual, and it is 20 to 2 and I can't go into the bed and breakfast till 3:30. But when I go in there, I'm going to have a shower, have something to eat, upload some vlogs, speak to the people, put my work, you see, again, because I'm more sociable, I'll go and just ask them, do you know any jobs going? Because one thing I know about Oban, it's who you know. It's who you know, not what you know. So it's easy to get in there when you know a lot of people, so who knows? But yeah, happy days. Bye bye.